Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm giving you a massive Q&A since I just hit 1k subscribers a few weeks ago. I never really got the chance to make the video then, but today I'm making it. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody that has subscribed to my channel, that continues to support my channel. It just means so much that I've managed to find a really cool community on the internet of like-minded people, so thank you so much for staying around. So let's do the classic YouTuber Q&A. You guys asked me questions over on Instagram and on YouTube, and yeah, timestamps are down below, so in case you want to skip around, feel free, and let's get started. First of all, education. How did you do GCSE chemistry and maths? It's impossible. Any tips? Honestly, chemistry was like one of my favorite subjects at GCSE, and I think because I naturally really enjoyed it, I wanted to learn more and I did better in the subject. Now I will be honest, it is not my favorite subject. It's like my least favorite subject. I really don't like it, but I need it for my course. My number one piece of advice would be to just do lots of practice, use BBC Bite Size. For maths, I can kind of say the same thing, but buy yourself a really good textbook because that helps a lot, and you just need to do as many practice questions as you can find. What is your favorite book? Now, I've read a lot of books in my life, but one book that really touched me was To Kill a Mockingbird. I love that book. I got it for my 16th birthday. My mom and dad actually bought me a copy of it, and it's just so beautifully written. Fun fact, I actually cried while reading To Kill a Mockingbird, which was my first time crying while reading any book, and because I enjoyed it so much, I went online and started looking at all the GCSE notes to do with the context and stuff. I thought that was really interesting. Are you revising this summer? The short answer is yes, I have to revise, because if you've been keeping up to date with my community posts, which you should be, I am revising for my UCAT, which is at the end of the month, so like 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks from today. For my UCAT, I've just been using any books that I have, any resources I can find online, like the official question banks and stuff like that. But when it comes to actual schoolwork, I have not done any schoolwork since like the start of July. I suppose like UCAT takes priority. There's no point in wasting time on that when obviously UCAT is in like 2 weeks and school exams are next year. So yes, I have to revise this summer, which is super unfortunate, but oh well. Future plans post 18, including unis. I do get asked a lot of questions about what university I want to go to, what course I want to apply for, and I want to make a whole dedicated video to do with that. Some of you may have gathered that I am applying for medicine. Based on me talking about the UCAT, I am also going to be sitting the BMAT, which is in November. So I am applying for medicine. That's the course I want to choose. But when it comes to universities, I'll be honest, I actually don't know. So that's why I myself can't even say what university I want to go for. I haven't actually looked into the courses yet. I haven't compared courses, so I have to sit down and do that and then, you know, make a decision based on that. Also, my UCAT score, my BMAT score, my A-level scores will all be taken into play when choosing university, so yeah. What's your favorite subject? My favorite subject is probably biology. I really like biology because it's a field of science that is constantly being updated. New things are being discovered, and I just think that's really interesting. When it comes to specific areas of biology, I really like learning about proteins, hormones. I also really like learning about viruses. I've been reading a lot of books to do with pandemics in the past, and even like books that were written during the COVID pandemic. I also really like learning about women's health, so I could really see myself going into research or women's health in the future. Both really interest me. I also do really like physics. I wouldn't say I'm naturally very good at the subject, but whenever I take the time to actually understand concepts, it's as if a whole new world of science has been discovered, which yeah, I really like that. I think it's pretty cool. How hard is it to find time to separate relationships from studies? I get it probably seems like all I do is study, considering my channel is like in the study tube niche on YouTube. But trust me, I actually do have a life outside of this channel, which may be hard to believe. I do like to play sport. I can see my family probably listening to this part and laughing. I like it. I think it's fun. It's good for my mental health and also physical health. Some of you may have gathered as well that I do love gardening. It's just so nice to grow something from scratch and have put in the effort and see that being fruitful. I have a small group of friends that I really like to spend time with, and I'm just a big believer in doing things you enjoy, whether that's watching Netflix, doing art, gardening, reading. I just want to do things that I enjoy so that I don't get burnt out throughout the year. Now we've got some questions about me. Be honest, how's your mental health? Actually, my mental health is pretty good, touch wood. A few months ago, I wasn't feeling the best. I think it was because I was like really stressed, and I was like, oh, I want to do this and I want to do this, and I was trying to get everything done, but I was feeling a bit burnt out and I wasn't taking the time to do things that I enjoyed. But now I've kind of tried to slow down a bit and do things that matter to me and that benefit me in the long run. I have been trying not to go on social media that much because I feel like when I'm on there, it's just like I keep comparing myself to other people and it's just not worth it. How do you make your money as a student? I do have a job as a QMon assistant since my mom owns the center here in Derry, and I also edit stuff for her Facebook page, which I'll link down below. I would say YouTube is like a job. It doesn't like make me any money. However, it takes up so much of my time that I would consider as being a part-time job as well. What's your favorite sport and hobby? Sports that I like to watch are tennis and cricket. Then when it comes to actually playing sport, I really like to play tennis. I also like to play badminton. I like swimming, although I haven't been to the pool in ages. One of my hobbies is obviously doing YouTube. I just love taking videos, editing, picture taking. I just think it's so cool to see all of that come together to make a final product. What motivated you to start your channel, and where do you see your channel going in the future? To be honest, I literally just started my YouTube channel out of the blue in lockdown last year. I am like the most unlikely person to have a YouTube channel when I think about everybody else in my year or any other person I know, but I just really enjoy it. I'd wanted to do it for ages, but I didn't have the confidence to, and I think it's really nice to see how I've grown personally. I do see my channel growing to its full potential in the future. Like, that is one of my aims with it. I also see it being able to make me some part-time or secondary income. What is your favorite place in the world? Definitely Edinburgh. I went there last year with my family for my 16th birthday and it is just so beautiful. I would love to visit there again. Somebody else asked me what's one country you want to visit. South Korea. I have watched so many of Unjaded Jade's videos in South Korea, and I've watched enough K-dramas to know that I would love to visit South Korea one day, and just everyone seems so cool there and free, and it just looks so beautiful. So South Korea is on my bucket list, so whenever I can travel again, then I want to go to South Korea. If you could change one thing in the past, what would it be? The real question is, how could you expect me to only pick one? Humans are not perfect and mistakes are part of life, but I would tell my younger self to not be so insecure and lack so much confidence at such a young age. Anyone that's Asian has probably heard of this product called Fair and Lovely. It's basically a skin lightening cream that's sold in loads of Asian countries. And I remember I used to think that if I was fair, I would be more beautiful and people would like me more and would respect me more, which is so untrue. I literally remember I was in P5, which is like the equivalent of being 9 years in Northern Ireland, and I had swimming the next day, and I remember looking up on YouTube how to lighten my legs because my legs were dark and my knees were really like ashy, and oh my god, like that was so stupid. I used so much conditioner and I literally lathered it on my legs, which was first of all a waste of money and a waste of time, and second of all I think it just highlighted how I just was so insecure about the way I looked and my skin color. Nowadays, however, I think it is so cool to see more representation, to see people with the same color as me, the same features as me, the same nose shape. Like literally something as simple as seeing someone with the same nose shape means so much, because it just shows that beauty doesn't come in one specific size or color. So that's what I would tell my past self. Don't be insecure. I think I'm going to end it here. If I didn't answer anything, please leave it down in the comment section below. Other than that, thank you so much for continuing to support my channel. It really does mean the world. And yeah, I'll see you next week for another video. Bye!